Hi class, welcome back. We're going to talk about amortization tables in this video. In a loan, part of each monthly payment goes toward interest and the other part goes to the amount owed. So I'm going to underline interest and underline amount owed. So every payment is split between the two. The amount of the split changes each month as the amount owed decreases. So each month we should pay less towards interest and more towards amount owed. An amortization table shows how each payment is divided and what the balance is after each payment. So here's example 6. To purchase a home, you borrow $175,000 at an APR of 4% for 30 years. We need to start by calculating the monthly payment. And to do that, we need that monthly payment formula. Let's see. Monthly payment equals amount borrowed times r times 1 plus r to the t all over 1 plus r to the t minus 1. So let's see. We definitely need r. That is 0.04. The APR is a decimal over 12. And when I put this r into my calculator, I found that it was a non-terminating decimal. I don't want to round, so I'm just going to leave it like this. T is the term of the loan, the mortgage, in months. So the mortgage is for 30 years, and so T will be 30 times 12 months in a year, which equals 360. Okay, now let's go ahead and find the monthly payment using this formula. All right, I went ahead and wrote out the formula, substituting $175,000 in for amount borrowed, and substituting 360 in for T as well as 0.04 divided by 12 in for my R's. I'm going to go ahead and put those understood parentheses around our numerator and then enter this into our calculator to see what we get. I got a syntax error. I must have done something wrong. Let me press clear and come back up and look for my mistake. So far, I've found 2 mistakes. One, I left this first parentheses out. And second, I'm coming over here and I see that to the 360 power and the end parentheses. And then I start in with my denominator, but I am not including a couple things. One, where's the divide sign? So second, insert divide. Second, I was supposed to have 2 parentheses here, and I only see 1. So second, insert parentheses. Let's try this again. I pressed equals, and there we go. $835 and rounding 48 cents. All right, now it's time to fill out the amortization table. This $835.48 is our monthly payment, and we pay that every single month. So once we get this first column is the easiest column to fill out. I'm going to write 835.48 in each of its blanks. I'm leaving out the dollar sign because we're going to write so many numbers in this chart that if we include dollar signs, it just makes it look more busy. But you and I know this is dollars that we're working with. Okay, next, I need the amount of the payment that is applied to interest. Well, we pay interest on our outstanding balance. And so we need to take the monthly interest rate and multiply that by our outstanding balance. Our monthly interest rate is 0.04 divided by 12. We talked about this way up here. And I'm going to multiply that by my outstanding balance, $175,000. And when I do this, I get $583.33. Go ahead and put this in your calculator to make sure you get the same thing as me. Now, I believe I did round to the nearest penny, and that's what we're going to do all throughout this chart. So I rounded to 2 decimal places. All right, here's how it goes. Part of each monthly payment goes to paying interest on our mortgage, on our outstanding balance. The rest of the payment goes to actually reducing the outstanding balance. So we owe less. So to get the amount that goes to reducing our balance, the amount applied to the balance owed, we are going to take our monthly payment and subtract the amount that went to cover interest. And when I do this, I get $252.15. Make sure you agree with me. Now we need to find our new outstanding balance. Well, we take our old outstanding balance and we subtract not the entire payment amount, unfortunately. I wish we subtracted this whole thing. But no, much of this goes to interest. Instead, we subtract the amount that gets applied to the balance owed. That's this $252.15. So we are subtracting that from our old outstanding balance. And I get $174,747.85. Make sure that you agree with me. All right, let's go to month 2. Again, we pay the same amount, and part of what we pay goes to interest, and the rest goes to reducing the balance owed. So, to find out how much goes to interest, we are going to take our monthly interest rate, which is 0.04 divided by 12, that's the APR over 12, and multiply it by not this entire $175,000 because that's not what we owe anymore. We only owe this amount now because we paid off some of our loan. So we'll multiply that by $174,747.85. So you put this in your calculator, 0.04 divided by 12 times this number. And rounding to the nearest penny, I get that to equal $582.49. It's kind of nice because you're paying less in interest this month. And that's a great feeling because if you're paying less in interest, you're paying more to actually reduce the balance of your loan. So that's what goes here. The part of the $835.48 payment that goes to reducing the balance is found by taking that payment and subtracting the amount applied to interest. And when we do that, we get $252.99. Look, an extra couple cents is going to reducing our balance. And now, to get our new balance, our new outstanding balance, we're going to take our old balance and subtract the $252.99. So this becomes our problem right now. So in my calculator, I'll type this 174 number and subtract it by this 252 number, and I will get 174,494.86. And that is my new outstanding balance. All right, what do you think? Can you go ahead and do the next two rows without me? Why don't you go ahead and try, pause the video. I'll complete these on my own, and then I'll share my answers with you so you can check them. All right, here is my completed chart. Notice my final outstanding balance after 4 payments is $173,986.35. If you didn't get this, look for your error. Try to find the first place where our numbers differ, and then figure out what your mistake was. All right. One more question before we end this video, and this is important to go over because I believe this will be on your exam. The question is, what is your equity in the house after 4 months? Now, equity in this class means the amount that you borrowed that you've actually paid back. So, the part of this $175,000 that we've already paid back. And there might be a couple of ways to calculate this equity, but my favorite is to take our initial outstanding balance and subtract our new outstanding balance. That is the outstanding balance after 4 payments. And from there, we should get the amount of that loan that we've actually paid back. So, $175,000 minus $173,986.35. And when we subtract these using our calculator, we get $1,013.65. Notice I'm outside of the chart now, so my answers should have dollar signs when applicable. Another way to get this answer would be to add all these amounts that were applied to our balance owed. And if you add all of these up, you should also get this $1,013.65. This is the part of your initial outstanding balance that you've now paid off. All right, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next lesson.